Hello, my name is Courtney Weintz, and I'm going to be walking you through our group's reporting flow for this final project for CS152 here at Stanford. So as you can see in this group chat, which has access by our bot, there are various comments that may warrant reporting. You can assume for the sake of this example that the message I'm reporting here wasn't sent by myself. However, to do so, I'm going to copy the message link and make a report to our bot. This message will classify it as a threat of danger or harm, and more specifically as a suicidal comment. And in this case, I would like to send the author of the message suicide prevention resources. And you can see that in doing so, since I am the author of the message, I received this information with such resources. However, in the case where it was a different person, they would be sent this message independently. But we're going to continue here and finish the reporting flow. I do not want to block them, and I would not like to provide additional information in this case. However, if we go back to the group, I want to report this message: I hate you. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to report to our bot, paste the link, and in this case, we're going to classify this as harassment and hate speech. And here, to showcase additional features, we would like to block this user. And for our purposes, we don't have permission to block users. However, to serve in its place, we just have this message that says the user has been blocked. And so continuing on with this flow, we are not going to provide any additional information and be finished with that report. Moving on to the next message. This message offering purchasing of knives. We can copy the message link and do the exact same thing. And however, this case is unwanted solicitation under the category of spam. And so we're going to continue through, and I actually want to block the user in this case. So the user's been blocked. And I also want to provide the information that this person solicited me in real life and is continuing over Discord. And in this case, you can see that that text has been attached to the report and can be reviewed by moderators down the road. And lastly, going back to this group, this message is potentially grooming behavior. So we're going to report it as such, doing the same thing. And we're going to give it this link, report it as suspicious behavior and possible grooming. And in this case, I think that it could potentially warrant authorities. So we're going to flag the message as such, and we're just going to speed through here and not block and not provide additional information. And now Angel will show you what the reports look like from the perspective of a moderator.
Okay, so taking a look at the moderator flow here, we can see Courtney's manually reported message. We can see the contents, the author, and any IDs that might be relevant for the moderator in querying that database later. We can see a category and a subcategory, with this one being threat of danger or harm and suicidal comments respectively. Going down here, we can look at another manual report, this time with some additional information that might guide the moderator in making a more informed decision about the situation at hand. Right here, we could see the content and the author of the message again, the relevant IDs, category, but we could also see an additional information tab that the user placed while they were making the report with the bot. Right here, it says he won't stop until he gets what he wants. And they also indicated that it's a serious matter which may potentially involve the authorities. Going down, we can see an automatic report, this time saying, you're going to come with me to my house later. Now, this one doesn't automatically get categorized due to the lack of a classifier that our group has, but we can see and make an informed decision that this bot most likely flagged a message because it's an offer of transportation, which could be very suspicious in the wrong context. If we interact with this message right here, we can click the exclamation point as indicated by the bot and see a reporting history of the user. We can see that the reported account has 2 reports, and we see that the reporter has reported this message. This might allow the moderator to try and stop fake reports or stop repeat offenders from further abusing the system. We can also react with a thumbs up or thumbs down to mark it as a valid report. And we can see some following actions that we could take right here. We can ban the account, restrict the account, alert law enforcement, or do nothing. Here, we alerted law enforcement, local authorities are being notified, and the message and report itself are physically deleted because it is now resolved. Right here, we can take a look at the automatic report. And we can see a small difference in how it's kept in our database. Because the automatic report does not have an actual reporter, we can see that we could only see the messages of the reported account. This can still allow the moderator to view repeat offenders and try to stop them in their tracks and prevent them from reaching more victims on the platform itself. So right here, if we wanted to mark this as an invalid report, which I'm not saying that it is, but as an example, if we wanted to mark this as an invalid report, we can do the thumbs down, and we could see that we could restrict the user from reporting or discard this report entirely. So if we discard this, the message is now being deleted and it's gone. Now, after sending a duplicate message, we can take another look at the reporting history itself, and we could now see the resolution of the reports for that user. Now, this is indicated by the report being finished and finalizing itself in our database so that we have all the relevant information that may be necessary. We could also see that the automatic reports here have no categories, as expected.